This is one of the most legendary games played in the history of chess. This game was played between Donald Bryan and the 13-year-old Bobby Fischer. So without wasting much time, let's begin with our video. The game starts with knight to f3, this is the ready opening, black responds with knight to c6, and white plays c4. And now the game has turned into the English opening. We will not discuss each and every move in this video, we will focus on the main moves. Black plays g6. And white continues his development. And on the move number 11, white makes a huge mistake. Bobby playing as black absolutely stunned his opponent with a brilliant move. You can pause the video and try to find the next move. Alright, so, black plays an amazing move which is knight to a4. Black's knight is hanging. But if you take the knight, then black plays knight takes e4 attacking the queen. Now, the queen has to move. Suppose black plays queen to c1. Now, black can capture on f3 with bishop takes f3. And now, black gives queen a5 check, bishop d2 blocking the check. Knight takes d2, queen takes d2, and after queen takes a4. Black is now one pawn up with a huge attack. This is completely winning for black. After knight a4, knight takes a4, knight takes e4. White can capture on e7 with bishop takes e7, which forks the queen and the rook. But after knight takes queen, bishop takes queen, knight takes a4. And white retreats his bishop. Black can give rook e8 check, bishop e2, and knight takes b2. And now black is up 1 point of material and has active pieces, which is better for black. But none of that happened because white played queen to a3. Black, now, took on c3 with knight takes on c3. Pawn takes c3 and knight takes e4, and now black is up a pawn. Now, white took on e7, which forks the queen and the rook. Black's queen has to move. After queen b6. White cannot take the roof on f8 because bishop takes f8, bishop takes f8 and queen b3. Black can take the pawn on c3 with his knight, and if queen takes, then bishop b4 simply wins. Instead of queen takes c3, white can play queen takes b6, pawn takes b6. Rook moves, black can take on a2, and black is better because of his extra queenside pawns, but white did not take the rook and instead played bishop c4. Black now took on c3 with knight takes c3, and if queen takes c3, then rook e8 pins the bishop, and at the end, black is up a pawn with a huge attack, but white instead played bishop to c5, which attacks the queen. And right here, Bobby Fischer played another brilliant move. You can pause the video and try to find the solution. The amazing move here is bishop to e6. And right now black's queen and knight, both are hanging at the same time, but white cannot take any of them. But Bryan took the queen, bishop takes queen, then bishop takes bishop check, king g1, knight e2, king f1, knight takes d4, discovery check, king f1, knight e2, king f1, knight to c3 check, king g1, and it takes bishop, opening up the rook, and black has a very huge attack. If white takes the knight instead of capturing the queen, then queen takes c5. Pawn takes c5 and bishop takes queen is better for black. And if black simply takes on e6, then queen b5 check, king g1, knight e2 check, king f1, knight g3 double check, king g1 and queen f1, rook takes queen and knight e2 checkmate. Bryan took the queen and tried to save the game, but he ended up losing. That wraps up today's video. I hope you liked it, thank you.